This is an easy guide on how to install mods for Clair Expedition 33. This game actually has quite the selection of mods, all the way from simple cosmetics, camera and UI improvements, reshades, and even some quality of life improvements when it comes to the combat system and mechanics. I'll be showing you how to install each type of mod, so by the end of this video you can have your own customized playthrough. So with that being said, let's get started. Now I just deleted and reinstalled my own game, so we'll be starting from scratch. So the first thing you'll need to do is find your game directory. So in Steam, if you head over to Clair Obscur, you can go ahead and right click on this, go over to manage, and then hit browse local files. If you don't see that option, you can instead go over to properties, and in the new window that pops up, you can go over to installed files and then click on this browse button. Once you do that, you'll have a new window that pops up, which will be your game directory. You will know you're in the right place if you see this Expedition 33 steam.exe file. If you don't see that .exe extension at the end, we can fix that real quick by going up to these three dots, going down to options. We'll go ahead and click on this view tab, and then if you head down just a bit, you want to make sure this box is checked off, hide extensions for known file types. Once you've done that, you just need to press apply and then OK. Now you'll be able to see those file extension names for all your file types in Windows. Now that we're here though, we'll need to set up our mod folder. So we'll head into the Sandfall folder, we'll click inside of content, and then finally inside of the packs folder. Here you need to right click on an empty space, go down to new, and then create your own folder. You're simply going to name this folder mods. We'll be putting most of our mods in this location. You'll be finding your mods on a website called Nexus Mods. Here you will need to make an account, but don't worry, it's totally free. After you signed up, you just simply need to browse for a mod you want, and then on the actual mod page, you'll go over to the Files tab, scroll down a bit, and then you hit this manual or slow download. Once you click it, you'll see another window that pops up, but you should see that your mod was downloaded. We'll then open up another File Explorer page, and then you'll go ahead and navigate to your Downloads folder, which will probably be the default location where your mods download to. From here, we'll just open up our zip file, and inside of the zip file, you'll see three different files in here. We'll take all of these and place it inside of the mod folder. So if we click inside of the mod folder, you should see all three of these files inside. Once you're done with the mod, you can go ahead and delete this if you want to. Now, if you don't have some kind of unzipping software, the mods you try to download won't be the right file type. So you need to download the correct program. Whether you use WinRAR like I do, 7-zip or WinZip, you need something in order to access these mods. Now the same process is going to apply for cosmetic mods. So again, you're going to that Files tab, pick the version of the mod that you want, and once that download's complete, we'll again unzip the mod, and then we'll take all of those files that are inside and drop it inside of our mods folder. Now there are a few other mods for Expedition 33 that have a few other requirements. So we'll be installing this UE4SS. You just need to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, and then we'll be clicking on this first blue hyperlink. Once your download's complete, we'll go ahead and open up this mod, and inside you'll see two different files. We'll need to install these inside of Sandfall, binaries, and then Win64. You just need to take these two files and drag and drop inside. Then we can go ahead and download this floating markers mod. We'll go into files, hit that manual download, and then in order to install this, you see that we have a logic mods folder this time. These mods need to be installed in Sandfall, content, packs, and in this folder, you just simply drag this folder inside of it. So now you should have a mods and a logic mods folder inside of your packs folder. If you've installed this particular mod correctly, when you launch the game, you'll see this Noco mode settings at the top left. From here, you'll be able to customize what you want to see. And then some mods like the floating marker mods we just installed, they allow you to use hotkeys in game to turn them on or off. So for example, this mod, if you press the K on keyboard, you can disable the markers that appear, or alternatively, you can press left on the D-pad if you're playing on controller. This will enable the marks if you press it again. And then you see that our cosmetic mod is working as well, but there's still a few more mod types I gotta show you. Now we'll be installing AutoDodge and AutoParry. There are some mods like this where you need to input your own line of text. So we'll go ahead and go into the file tab, download the mod, and once you open this one up, you'll have two different folders. Now this is another UE4SS mod, but this one is installed a little bit differently. So we'll head into Sandfall, we'll go into binaries, Win64, the UE4 folder, and then into mods. From here, we'll be dragging that AutoParry and AutoDodge inside of here. Next, we'll need to edit our mods.txt file. So by double clicking this, you will be able to open this up, and then on the actual mod page itself, if you scroll down, you'll need to either copy these two or the bottom two, depending on if you want the AutoParry or the AutoDodge. You'll just copy this, and then at the bottom of the mods.txt file, you will paste that text in. From here, just make sure you go over to File and then Save. You could then close out of this. If you installed it correctly, now your character will either AutoDodge or AutoParry, depending on which one you chose. So if you're having yourself a hard time in game, this is not a bad mod to add. Now, if you're interested in starting off the game with all of the cosmetics already unlocked, I'll show you how to install different save files. This save file in particular comes in handy because this starts you off at the beginning of the game. All of your cosmetics are unlocked, so that means any cosmetic mod that you may install, you'll be able to use it right off the bat. Some cosmetics are only for certain skins in the game, so by unlocking all of these skins up front, you won't have any issues using the mods. So of course, we'll go ahead and go into the files. We will scroll down a bit, and then here you have a few different options. This first one will be if you want to do a new game plus. The second one is for sort of a god run. You'll definitely be OP. And then the last one will be a starter save. We'll go ahead and try this one. When you open up this mod, you'll see a .save file. For these, we'll need to go to a specific location. So for this, in your File Explorer search bar, if you type in %appdata, go ahead and click enter. You may end up in this roaming tab. Just click back on app data. Then we'll go into the local folder, and then from here you want to find your Sandfall game. We'll click into this, go into saved, and then save games. Inside of this folder is where you'll be installing this. So if you want to keep your original save, make sure you back this up. So just copy all of your existing save stuff, make a new folder, and then you can just paste it inside. Then just get the new save and drag it on in. And then once you start up the game and hit continue, your new save should pop up. The save we chose will start you right after that main prologue at the first area you start off at. And with this save, if you go into the menu and go into your wardrobe, you'll see that all of your outfits have been unlocked. You have access to every haircut, and this is for every character. So even for Loon and whoever else you pick up along the way. Now, while we're still in that Sandfall folder, there's also a few different performance tweak mods, such as the Ultimate Engine tweaks, that can allow you to get a little bit more performance out of your game. If you want to install something like this, I'll go ahead and show you. This is especially useful if you're running into a lot of stutters, or if you just want to get a bit more FPS. So for this, we'll go into the files. We'll of course go ahead and download these. Make sure you choose the correct one. So if you have G-Sync disabled on your device, you'll choose this, or alternatively, if you do have it enabled, you'll choose this one. But once you open up the mod, you will see this .ini file. Now the same path we used to get to our save game, we'll go back into that Sandfall folder. We'll go into saved, this time into config, and then into Windows. Now if you already have a engine.ini file in here, make sure to back that up if you wish. But from here, you just simply drag this inside of this folder, and it's as simple as that. Something that works well with our previous engine fix is something called ClairObscurFix. This is an ASI plugin that removes the 30 FPS cap for cutscenes. It fixes ultra-wide issues, and it adjusts a few other things to give you a better gameplay experience. And this is totally optional. This is up to you. But if you do want to install this, of course, manual download, and then back in our game root folder, if we open up the mod, you just need to take this Sandfall folder and drag it inside of the game root folder. And that's it for this one. Lastly, I'll be showing you how to install reshades. So if you want to give your gameplay some additional flair, there are a few different reshades you can choose from. Some of them make your game more vibrant, while some others add in some sharpening or even some deeper shadows. They come in a whole bunch of different varieties. We'll first need to download the reshade program, so click on the purple download button, and then we'll download Reshade 6.6.2. We'll go ahead and save it to our downloads folder, and then from here we just need to run the executable file. When the Reshade setup menu pops up, make sure you select Expedition 33 and then click next. Make sure the 10, 11, 12 option is clicked, press next again, and then from here click uncheck all, and then click it again to check all. Press next one final time, and then all of the Reshade effects will start to download. Once you see the green check mark, you can press finish, and then we'll actually need to download the Reshade file. So we'll go into files, click on manual download, we'll open up the Reshade, and then inside of the realistic Reshade folder, you should see a .ini file. In order to install this, we'll need to go into Sandfall, we'll go into binaries, and then Win64. In this folder, you should see the Reshade shaders. This is how you know you're in the correct location. You're just going to take the Reshade.ini file and drag it inside of here. When you boot up the game for the first time with the Reshade installed, you'll see a Reshade menu at the top of the screen. In order to open this, you'll need to hit the home key on keyboard, And in the menu that pops up, we'll go ahead and press continue. We'll press continue again. We'll press continue at the bottom, and then you'll just press finish. From here at the top of the menu, we'll click on this drop down menu, and then you select the INI file that you just installed. Press select, and now your reshade will take effect. Additionally, you can go into the settings tab and you can set your own toggle hotkey. So I always set mine to this, and once set, you can press the home key again to turn off the reshade menu. And then if you added the toggle hotkey, you can press it on and off to see the actual difference the reshade makes. Hopefully this easy guide helped you out. We'll be coming out with the best mods for Clair Expedition 33 next. So if you don't want to miss out on a few cool mods to add into your game, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Until next time though, we'll see ya.